United stand, Manchester United have just lost 2-1 to PSV. I just want to fly into this straight away because there's a few things that are really getting on my goat. First of all, at the end of the game there, you've got Louis van Gaal, Memphis walking around, shaking everybody's hands. This is what I really miss about the Sir Alex Ferguson days. He would have been going absolutely mad. I remember a tackle on 97, Feyenoord, Holland, funnily enough, again, horrific tackle on Irwin, and United went absolutely mad about it. There's been no response to that. Secondly, I want to say that free kick at the end was absolutely abysmal. Why? It's the one thing Michael Owen got right, and he's appalling commentary yet again. Why were we playing for a better angle when the cross was there perfectly? Third thing I want to say, what does Fellaini offer to our side in the last 10 minutes? It's just so obvious, so boring, and so not the United way. And 4, what is Michael Owen going on about Manchester United should be embarrassed about that? You should be embarrassed, mate, that you get paid to talk absolute nonsense on the telly. Can we just get a bit of clarity here? Let's not start going mad about Manchester United losing and sacking Louis van Gaal and having a go at the players and everything like that. Can we just get back to the whole point of why we've lost tonight? And that's because of an absolutely horrific tackle on Luke Shaw. If you've ever played football in your life, or if you can just watch that tackle back and relate to what happened, imagine what it's like for a player who is a teammate of Luke Shaw to see his leg virtually ripped off. Your mind's gone. Footballers get paid a lot of money. They get trained really, really hard, and it's all about mentality as well. And Manchester United's heads weren't in it after that point. They still dominated. They still should have won the game, and I can't wait to get PSV back to Old Trafford because the crowd will give them hell, and we will absolutely take them apart. They are an absolute disgrace. Football lost tonight. People can say I'm going over the top, whatever. I'm going to get into why football lost tonight. When Luke Shaw took that ball down before he was horrifically fouled, it was a brilliant takedown. He burst through. I'm halfway through a tweet saying, what a fantastic run by Luke Shaw, Roberto Carlos-esque, and he gets absolutely chopped down. Now, PSV, why are they a disgrace? Because from the minute one, they were up for it. You've got to be up for it against Manchester United, but there's been up for it, and there's been absolutely viciously up for it. Every chance they could, they kicked us, and that is not football, and football lost today. And if this was Barcelona, there'd be a very, very different outcome if that was Messi feeling that tackle. Some Manchester United fans have even said, oh, it wasn't that bad. He took the ball. He was obviously mortified afterwards. Look back at that tackle. He's reckless. He's got both feet off the ground. And if you've ever played football as well, it's a scissor tackle like that. One with the ball and the left one closes up like that. You're chopping the player in half. That's exactly what he did. He's chopped Luke Shaw's leg in half. It's an absolute disgrace. And anybody who wants to defend that, fine. And why is it Manchester United have to have a referee, some new FIFA thing, refereeing without eyes? Didn't even give him a yellow card, didn't send him off, didn't give the penalty, an absolute disgrace to the referee. And I tell you what, that foul is on his conscience as well. Because if he can't see that that's a foul, just because Michael Owen says, oh, well, maybe he thought the ball was gone. You watch the player, it was absolutely horrific. He launches himself into it. He doesn't need to do that. People are saying it's last ditch. It was barbaric. It was a chop and tackle, and I'm absolutely disgusted by it. And I tell you what, the impact that will have on Manchester United, well, we lost the game today because of that. The fact that idiot went on and scored, he shouldn't be anywhere near the pitch. Absolutely disgraceful. But big old boy Marino went in for Young's legs as well. Doesn't surprise me. Absolutely disgraceful. I tell you what, come on Liverpool, come on City, come on Chelsea fans. If you want to come on there and defend all that, if I saw that tackle against any English club by PSV tonight, I would have been horrified by it. He's a fantastic young player. I reckon he's probably going to be the best left back in the world, and his career is in danger tonight because of bad refereeing and an absolute scumbag defender motivated by a club who've gone out to get Manchester United tonight. And if you fair play for Memphis for scoring that goal, fair play for Martial, who actually had a really good game, I thought. Young lads who saw that, and your head could be completely gone. And I think United's wind was taken out of the sails completely, and I'm absolutely disgusted about it. On a positive, the road to success is always under construction. We've got massive construction now. A negative, I would say, is our bench was awful. Herrera should have been on the bench today. I mean, our options, if we needed to create something today, were really bad. The only option we had was Fellaini. The only use he had was to come on and elbow that prat Marino in the face, and he couldn't even do that. We had no pace or creativity on the bench at all. Schneiderlin, Carrick, Valencia, McNair, Rojo and Fellaini. I mean, where's the creativity in that team? Valencia comes on, does his same old trick of not being able to cross. Fellaini, it's just long ball into the box. It didn't work. Carrick and Schneiderlin, you could have brought them on, but where's the creativity? Herrera should have been on the bench. But I'm not going to get on at Manchester United too much. We should have won that game. And we've been robbed. Football's lost tonight because that's a disgrace. PSV should be docked the points for that. It was that bad a tackle. And I don't care. You know, if you've ever watched the United stand, you ever watched me do these live match reviews, I'll get on Man United's back if they deserve it. Not tonight. They don't deserve it. They didn't deserve to lose. They don't deserve that. And they don't deserve that treatment. And poor old Luke Shaw does not deserve that. I'm sickened by it. I feel really, really sickened by it. He does not deserve that. And it's a horrific tackle. And anybody who's saying that tackle, oh, he took the ball, it was fair, it was there to be won, you don't know nothing about football. You don't know anything about football. It's a scissor tackle. It's the worst tackle you can do. He's launched himself into it. He's having the player. Stuart Pearce, I used to love Stuart Pearce. He used to do it 20 years ago. We haven't had that in the game for about 15 years. It's banned. Terrible referee. Terrible. Adam VN says Martial and Memphis linked up very well. Well, let's get on to some positives about Manchester United. If I'm picking a man of the match, I would go Chris Smalling, Martial or Memphis. They showed real desire and ability, and we should have won that game. We absolutely dominated them. PSV made it difficult. Really good atmosphere from the crowd, and I'm not even going to talk about their scummy tactics. Absolute disgrace. I had a lot of respect for Philippe Cocu, the manager. Not anymore. I don't condone that in any game of football, to go out and just be like that. There's aggression. There's football's about pressing now. It's not about aggression like that. You don't go in kicking people like that. Absolutely disgusted. What else do I want to talk about? Well, Mata for a start. A lot of people saying he should be playing at number 10. To be honest, he had his. I've not said it for a long time, because he had this chance around this time last year when Rooney got sent off against West Ham. He had 3 games in a row, and in fact, I think Louis van Gaal didn't bother playing him in one of them because it just didn't work. Didn't work there again tonight. Absolutely dreadful game by Mata. Rubbish. Absolutely rubbish. There was a point where he had it land on his left foot, tried to control it with his right. He could have put it in with his left foot, or he could have passed it across the goal to Martial. It's 2-2. We should have at least got a point today. Mata was poor. Herrera, not very good. Plays the defensive midfield role. Played it against Bruges. Not very good. Not very good today. Don't know why Schneiderlin or Carrick didn't come on sooner, because it didn't play very well. Ashley Young, crossing poor. Ashley Young was a good player. He's a good squad player, but his crossing was poor. Rojo looks rusty. The implications of the Shaw injury, I mean, I don't want to keep going on about the tackle, because it's an absolute disgrace. And why Man United fans are tweeting out the picture of someone of a Man United player with their leg hanging off. That's the sort of thing rivals do. Wind your necks in and have a stop it. I'm going to get through some of your comments in a minute, but Gregory Burt, there is no way we're going to start a midfield without either Carrick or Schneiderlin there in the future. Can't understand what Schneiderlin's done wrong. He's done really well. Last 2 games he's not playing. He must be guaranteed nailed on to play against Southampton. Yazuz Rai says Pereira. Par Ghost, just watched the replay again. He did a jumping scissor tackle, prick. Spot on. Can't believe people are going on about the ball. I tell you what, if you've ever played football, taking the ball is not what it doesn't make it a good tackle. I could kick the ball with that foot and punch somebody in the face. It's not a good tackle. It's a foul. Just because you take the ball doesn't mean it. And people get disillusioned by that. It's a horrific tackle. And it's his left leg that he's got in the air and he's following through that snaps Luke Shaw's leg in half. Not if it was the foot that he's tackled with and he follows through and breaks his leg, then maybe. But it's the other leg. It's nothing to do with the bloody ball. Horrific. Second goal was Rojo's fault, says Doc Hollywood. Spot on, it was. Rusty, like I say. And that's what I was going to say there. Daley Blind played left. We've got to try and find a positive. There is no positive from what's happened to Luke Shaw. We've got to try and find a positive. We've got 2 left-sided defenders now, Rojo and Blind. Rojo is very injury-prone. He's very rusty. Louis van Gaal obviously doesn't trust him either. Daley Blind was a very good left-back last year for 4 or 5 games when he played really well. He's been a superb centre-back. He's now probably going to have to go to left-back. We're going to have to get Rojo in there. The long-term implications is that Luke Shaw is definitely out for the season. Let's not fanny about and pretend anything else. He's out for the season. Our defence, which was probably the best defence in the league, is now going to have to start all over again. And we're going to lose the pace that we had from Luke Shaw down the left. It's horrific. You don't want anyone to get that injury. Nobody's get that injury. But one of the players that you really didn't want to get injured for lots of reasons was Luke Shaw. He's probably been the standout player for us this season. In fact, I can't think of a player better. I rate Darmian. I think he's been fantastic. Smalling as well. But Luke Shaw's been arguably the better one. And to lose him, it's absolutely gutting. And that's my frustration and anger tonight. And I'm just gutted by it. And I don't care if people want to have a go at me. I'm absolutely gutted. I'm disgusted and so disappointed by the referee. I'm furious with that player. he should be banned. He should be banned for at least half a season, or as long as Luke Shaw's injury is, because what is going through his head when he does that? Only one thing: I'm taking the player out. Nothing to do with the ball. It's I am taking the player out, and I will argue with anybody about it. Anybody, because it's a disgrace. Absolutely. Mark, would you rather have Rojo or Blind at left back? I don't know. I mean, I'm too raw about it, to be honest. Sergey Pez says Valencia should be more involved from now on. Why? He can't cross the ball. If he's playing midfield, maybe. It seems sure injury affected Darmian. His performance dropped massively, says Matt Brownie Cake. I'm surprised it didn't affect more players. I think Schweinsteiger was quite quiet. Horrific is what Zario Zamari is saying. Really horrific. I mean, apparently Man City lost. I don't care about other clubs. I don't care if they win, lose, or whatever. I care about Manchester United. And tonight surpassed football. It became vicious. It became a war, and I'm looking forward to PSV coming back to Old Trafford, because what annoyed me about it, like I started with, is Louis van Gaal at the end of the game shaking everybody's hand. He's a great sportsman, but this is where we miss Sir Alex Ferguson. In your face, get at them. That was disgraceful, and it should not be condoned. It should not be condoned. And I guarantee nobody from Manchester United will come out and say that's horrific. But that's what we've always had, a siege mentality. Have a go back. Where's the aggression from us? Nothing. We just tried to keep playing. We kept playing the possession way. We should have got in there. Bang. Couple of hard tackles on them. You know what Roy Keane would have done? He would have been in there. Scholes, he would have been in there. I mean, I'm just disappointed with us, because we should have won that game. I totally disagree with Michael Owen saying we should be embarrassed about losing that game. Cop on, you've had enough injuries in your life, Michael. I mean, that you don't see injuries like that, and when you do see that, it's just a total coward tackle, a career-ending tackle, and you cannot. We're in a pressure cooker environment where the referee's giving nothing to us at all. I thought the players did really well, and we should have won the game, but disgusting. Paulo Group, Sir Alex come back. I mean, having a look at everything else, I mean, I was really excited by the team, but then I heard halfway through the game that Fellaini was going to start, and he didn't start because he wasn't feeling very well. So I suppose you could have a pop at Louis van Gaal about that, because as excited as I was about the team, it was by default. I thought Martial was really good. What I saw in him today was something very different to the goal at Liverpool and the clips I've seen, which is pace and running at players and creating things. He's actually a very big unit. He controlled the ball. He held the ball up really well, and he led the line better than Rooney ever does. But let's have a look at this one, because it's quite a big comment. Gail Clearwater, this game reveals a very fundamental problem with the squad. We need quality forward. Louis van Gaal solved most of our defensive problems since he took over. The tackle on Luke Shaw should be a red. Yeah, I mean, as I said, the bench was an absolute farce. There was no creativity there to bring anybody on. Because we had young Shaw, young Darmian, young Memphis, Martial, our pacey, creative players on. Nothing on the bench. Herrera went over there. Why is he not involved? You know what? Make a decision, Louis. Don't carry people like McNair and Valencia and both Schneiderlin and Carrick. Have one of them on the bench. I know they're very good players, but have one of Schneiderlin and Carrick on the bench, because they do the same job, and put Herrera on there. Think of your options on the bench. Don't think about reputations or players. Leave them out if it doesn't balance the bench. Herrera should have been on the bench. Ian Fitzgibbon will still win the group. I think we will. I think we'll win all 3 home games. And I tell you what, the positive from this now is we need to take a siege mentality from it. We need to feel really, really angry, cheated, and take that into the next few games. Manchester United, siege mentality, us against the world. We, the fans, know all about it. The club need to have it. Don't accept what happened tonight and take the positive from it. I don't know whether other people are going to start going on, oh, Man United rubbish, Louis van Gaal out. No way. That's a ridiculous thing to come out with tonight. If ever there was a game where somebody deserves a free pass, it's the 11 United night players and Louis van Gaal and this whole coaching staff tonight, because what happened to Luke Shaw, unprecedented, disgraceful, and one of our best players out for the season now. If that doesn't affect you, then what does? And I think they showed good character. We dominated the game, and they deserve a lot of credit. Mata was very poor. Herrera wasn't great. We could have done a lot better. Rojo was at fault on the goal. We should have won the game, though, and football lost, and that's all I'm going to say. Subscribe to the channel. It is the United Stand. It is your channel. Thanks to everybody who's watching. Over 400 live viewers, which is fantastic. I'm sure some of you will be new. The United Stand. It is your channel. It's about real opinion. We say it how it is, and we get involved in this live comment box as well. So like the video and share it, please. We're growing all the time, and we do say how it is. Be back tomorrow night at 9 o'clock with the tactics preview for the Southampton game.
Join us at 9 o'clock for that. Really disappointing. As I said, football lost, but it all comes down to this at the end of the day. We need to stick together, and we need to show the world what Manchester United is all about, and stick by the likes of Luke Shaw, who I just wanted to say was tweeting 20 minutes after that injury saying he's absolutely gutted, but he'll come back stronger. That's what Manchester United is about, and that should be the rhetoric for tonight. We're gutted, but we're going to come back stronger because we won't be knocked down. It's how you get up from punches. It's not about being knocked down. And also, on a lighter note, if you're feeling angry and frustrated, just think about how a T-Rex masturbates. Thanks for watching on that bombshell, the United Stand.